Hello everybody, this is the news. Always wanted to do that. Welcome along to, one day maybe, do something serious, yeah? Welcome along to, instead of muck about, welcome along to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thanks for being here for our final show of the day. Isn't it good to have Colour Me Happy back? I predict a big audience for this one because back in the day, Colour Me Happy used to be a regular show. I think, first of all, it used to be on a Friday afternoon, and then we moved it to a Sunday. Back in the day, like years ago, like when I first started, all those years ago. And it's one of those shows now, I think it might have been one of my first shows, Colour Me Happy. I feel it was always like, back in the day, it was always like masterclasses, or masterclasses, depending on where you're from. You'd have Colour Me Happy, and then you'd have launch days and launch parties, and that was about it, I think. Or maybe Cartload. And then all the other shows we've sort of, brought in over the years. But anyway, Colour Me Happy here, and it is a show, really, where all we're going to do over the course of the show is colour. And, sometimes we feature certain pens, sometimes we feature certain pencils, sometimes we're doing alcohol colouring, sometimes we're doing watercolouring. Tonight, we are going to be using the Classiques, which we've already featured on the shows today. The OG, yes, the OG telling me that we're going to be featuring the OG, that's producer Johnny, the godfather of craft. Grandfather, the grandfather of craft. So we're going to be looking at the Classiques. Now, the good thing is we've got so many of the Classiques in stock for you. We've got the 12 packs, the big 12 packs, and then we've also got the 6 packs with the light, the medium, and the dark colours in for you as well. So as I said, if you're a tribal end user who wants to move on to the Classiques, this is a great opportunity to be able to pick those up. Check the shop of the day. I think all the Classiques are there now. There are more ranges available in the US than there are in the UK, but UK, you don't need to worry about that. But in the US, we've obviously sent across the pens because we are now dispatching from the US, those 3 warehouses in Illinois, New Jersey, and California. 2 more things to tell you. We're on a 3 for 2 on the Classiques just up until the end of play today. So if you want to make the most of today, use the 3 for 2. And if you are in the US and you want to make the most of your basket, then sorry, the voices in my head. Then you've got your $75 free shipping as well. So do take advantage of that. Right. Let's, before we get into it, say hello to the lovely lady who I'm going to be colouring in the show. I'm going to have a bit of colour because you know what. I like to do it. It's a bit of fun, and we're going to relax and have fun over the course of this show. We are with the lovely Helen Kirkham. How's your day been? Are you looking forward to colouring? I am.
We've been doing a little bit today, and actually it's been very mindful, very relaxing. And actually, because this is only my second day, I've been a little bit nervous about things, and actually doing the colouring has kind of chilled me out, which has been really nice. And that's not something I say often, to be fair, because I'm not a very chill person. I'm like, woo! But no, it's been really nice.
It's probably really like hanging out with me, Johnny, and Jamie as well. Probably that's probably relaxed you as well.
Well, hanging out with you guys has been amazing, fantastic.
You are welcome here again. Before we get into it, let me say a few hellos, and also I did say in this show I would love it if you would colour along with us, so like a colour along, craft along, Colour Me Happy. So if you have got your pens at the ready, then do make sure you colour with us. So at the end of the show, you can send your pictures in and we can compare and contrast. That would be quite fun, wouldn't it?
That would be really nice. I'd love to see it because everybody does it slightly differently. And it would be really lovely. I'd love to see all of what you've been creating with your pens.
Even if something that you've created recently, you don't have to have the same stamps that we've got on the show. Obviously, we've got lots of different stamps. You can stamp something else out and colour it in. But do let us know. Becky on the socials for this one. Jen joined us saying hello again to Ben, Helen, and Crafty friends.
Hello.
Trudy Bickham says hi. Hi. Jane Adams says good morning everyone from fabulous Las Vegas.
Oh, hello.
Jane is apart from me, our resident comedian.
Oh, cool.
So she sends us a joke every night.
Oh, fabulous. I'm excited about that.
They're usually better than mine. All right, Johnny. Zoe Carver says, evening from me and Brian in West Sussex. Jane Fullweber says, I'm here, lol. Hi again, lovelies. Hello, lovely. Doreen says, hello, everybody. Hello. Debbie says, Colour Me Happy, my favourite.
Yay.
And Clifton Walters says, hello, once again. One thing that we are going to bring you on the show alongside the Classiques is the light pad. This is on a deal only until 7 p.m. Where did I get 11 from? Oh.
We're colouring till 11, are we? Gosh.
Well, it's going to be a long
Whoa.
You'll be colouring in the dark, but that won't matter because you could be using the light pad. See what I did there? Now this is normally $19.99 or $24.99. This is our amazing 12 by 9¼ light pad, which is lit from top to bottom, side to side, with three dimmable settings. Now let me get what on earth?
Dimmable. I love that word.
It's
dimmable.
not even in here.
Oh no! Oh
It's
no!
not in here. What? Someone's probably all the bump in here, but no light pad.
I haven't got it. No, sorry.
Just look at the picture. So the light is fine. We'll just talk around it. So you've got your LED lighting here. So you've got your consistent light with it. 3 levels of light. It is ultra slim. So slim, I can't even see it. That's how slim it is. And if you are someone who loves to do parchment, you'll be using this. If you love to draw, you'll be using this. If you love to do your lettering, you'll be using this. Illustrations, all these different kind of things, you'll be using your light pad for. Scrapbooking, quilting, sewing will come into use.
You know
for
what
that
I use
as well.
mine for, Ben?
What?
Something that's really good. I mean, it's great for all the things that Ben is saying, but I also love to use heat transfer vinyl. And sometimes you find that once you've cut out your image on heat transfer vinyl, it can be really difficult to see where you're weeding.
Yeah.
If you put your vinyl on top of the light, it actually sort of shines through the breaks that the vinyl has made, and it makes it much easier to weed with vinyl as well. Oh no, don't say that.
I can show you the lead you get with this. So what happens is, right, when you have the light pad, look how slim it is. Like, I'll put it on the side. Look how slim it is, the light pad. You can hardly even see it. Right. So slim, it's invisible. So you've got your, so what happens is, right, is you plug this end into the top of your light pad like this. There you go, that's now plugged in. And then what you do is you take your, so this is like your standard USB lead here. So if you've got a plug, of course, you know, you can use your plug like you use for your iPhone and things like that. But if you've also got a Gemini 2, you can use one of the 3 power points on the back of the Gemini 2 to plug that in, and then that will make your light pad start working. So if we dim the lights now, please, guys, we can show you just how the light shines here. Oh, no, I can't do it. Look, you can see just how bright that light shines. £12.80 for this, or £16.80. What a deal. We will try and find one before the end of the show, but perfect for tracing, drawing, quilting, and more when you actually have one on your person. Right, let's talk about Classiques though, because the Classiques are on a brilliant deal for you. They are on a buy 3 for 2. Now, we've got the 12 packs available for you. The vintage I don't have here in the studio, but they're all $19.99 or $23.99. We've got the vivid bright, subtle pastels, and the jewel tones here in the studio. So as we were talking about earlier, these ones are kind of a mixture of colours. But it's up to you, whether you're stocking up on colours that you've already got, whether you want a selection of colours, or, as I show you in a second, whether you want to go for the 6 packs, which have the sort of light, medium, and dark of various colours. It's entirely up to you how you do it. But these are brilliant. Go and watch. I know you'll be watching this show, but do go back and watch the show with Helen that we did a little bit earlier on, where she was using the Classiques, because they are fantastic, top drawer quality alcohol markers with that dual tip. So you've got your fine nib and your chisel nib as well. The selection of colours that you are getting here are shown on the back. I'll read these out to you. So $19.99 or $23.99. You are going to get your sangria, bright orange, and your amber. You've got your fern green, jade green, and Caribbean. You've got navy blue, cobalt, dark blue, damson, cranberry, and cocktail pink. And as I say, great way to top up on yours if yours are running out. And for example, in this one, you've got a selection of colours, but you've got 2 from the TB family. So you've got your cobalt, which is TB5, and then your dark blue, which is TB8. So you will find the more of these you get, the more of the colour families you get, which means you can do all of your different colour blends. 3 colour blends, 2 colour blends, 4 colour blends, however many colour blends you want to do. Subtle pastels is the next set. So once again, 12 different markers in here. If I flip that around, well, actually, I'll just read that to you again because we haven't got a close-up, have we? So you've got silk, vanilla, and mimosa in here, light yellow, chartreuse. I love saying that. It's a lovely word, isn't it? Chartreuse.
Chartreuse?
Chartreuse.
Is it chartreuse?
You say chartreuse, I say chartreuse. Let's call the whole thing off. You've also got in here pistachio, duck egg. I like saying that as well.
Duck egg. Nice.
Periwinkle. There's another nice one.
That's nice too. Tinkerbell's sister.
Huh?
Periwinkle is Tinkerbell's sister.
Is that right?
It is, yes, absolutely.
We learn something new every day. Lilac, soft purple, sorbet and blossom. And then in the vivid brights, you are going to receive red, spice, satsuma sunshine, salad leaf green, marine, aqua blue, surf blue, denim, heather and begonia. And I'm just looking here, yeah, across the selections, again, you will find that you'll have, like for example in here, in your vivid brights, you've got the heather, which is the HB3, and then in this one here, your soft pastels, you've got the lilac, which is the HB1. So the more of these you buy, the more of the colour families you'll get, the more of your blending you will be able to do. Those are on a 3 for 2, as are the 6s. Are we doing those as well? The 6s. Now, I won't spend too much time here because otherwise the whole of the Colour Me Happy show will have gone. These are all the same price on a 3 for 2. And where these are different, these are like colour familied up, if you like. So you get 6 pens in each of the sets. This one, for example, is your aquatic turquoise. So you get 6 pens there. In this one, you have got your ice green, aquamarine, and your teal, which is 3 from the GT family. And then you've got waterfall, peacock blue, and petrol blue, which is a light, a medium, and a dark from the BT family. And that's what you're getting across the range. So the yellows here. So this one is your sunflower sunny yellows. So you've got moonlight, gold, and golden yellow from your CY. And you've got daffodil, canary, and dandelion. So that one, for example, CT1, your lightest, CT3, your mid, CT4, which is your darkest tone in this case. Then your tone and shade. In here, you have got muted brown, black brown, and blue grey from your BG families. And then you've got your blue grey, true black, and then you've got your blender in here, actually. That's the one you were talking about earlier on. The blender pen is in this one. You mentioned that earlier, didn't you?
Which pen did I mention earlier?
The blender pen.
Did I?
You definitely did, yeah, in the show. You were talking about the blender pen.
Was I?
Yes, 100%. Because you were on about... you talked about the ice grey, but you mentioned the blender first of all, if you like made a mistake you were talking about.
Did I? Oh, look, check me out.
See? Wow. Even you didn't know it yourself. I was listening. Oh,
thank you.
You've got your earthy browns in here. So again, 3 from the TN family, and then 3 from the EB family. Dark skin tones. So 3 in that one from the RB family, and then you've got 3 from the CB family. You've got your cool blues. So in this one, you've got pearl blue, true blue, Prussian blue, those are the TBs. Sky blue, you've got cyan and cerulean from the IB. So IB1, IB2, IB3. Here's the exotic pinks, which you were using.
Yes, I definitely was.
This is where you go, what was I? Did I?
Did I?
Did I? What?
I still don't remember talking about the blendable pen.
You definitely did, yeah. Yeah.
I know I talked about the ice grey, but wowza. Yeah. Wowza.
Oh,
Look at me, I didn't even know.
MG2, MG4, MG6 in here, and then you've got your tulip, cerise, and hot pink from the BP family. Your rich purples, I won't keep reading all these out because you're getting the gist by now. So 6 in there. Then you've got your muted grey. So this one does have the ice greys in there.
Yes, I definitely was talking about that.
Yeah. So your ice grey.
I'm still on the fence about the blendable pen.
Ice grey 2, ice grey 3, and ice grey 7, plus your brown greys in there. Fiery reds as well, so you've got 3 from the CB and 3 from the DBs. You've got your fair skin tones in there, 6 pen set, and then you've also got your calming greens as well. These are also on a 3 for 2. Take advantage whether you need to top up, whether you are just getting started, whether you're thinking about getting started. These are for everybody. These are top-notch, top-quality pens for people who are brilliant at colouring. These are also for people like me who just love to have a go. But I think if you are like me and someone who perhaps doesn't, if you think, oh, I'm not very good at colouring, I'm terrible at colouring, whatever it might be, get these, and I think that's going to help you immensely, because if what you're colouring with isn't a brilliant pen, for example, I think you're off to a bad start already, aren't you, really? But if you've got a good pen in your hand, you're off to a better start, right?
Absolutely. I think that is the case with everything. It's the kind of the joke of sort of buy cheap, buy twice.
Yeah.
There's so many alcohol markers on the market. There's thousands of different brands, but actually what you'll find, you might find that you find a pack and you're getting like 200 for a silly amount of money, but what you'll find is about 10 seconds into using them, you're realizing they don't blend well, they don't do what you do, and that will just frustrate you. So I just like you're saying, start with the best quality item that you're going to be able to use, and these are so good for what we're doing, and then it won't frustrate you as you go along because you're using the right tools for the right job.
Few more quick hellos and then we're going to get on into this. Hello to Laurie who's joined us, said what an amazing 2 days. Alison Mason says hello to Ben and Helen. Hello.
Hello.
Susan Lewis is in Boston. Rosalind Russell says hello all. I found a few pics to colour. Yes, let's do a picture gallery at the end of the show.
Yes.
Helen says hello from the farm near Westchester, Pennsylvania.
Hello.
Hello everyone, says Samantha Cheney, and welcome aboard, Helen.
Thank you.
And Doreen says, I think the Gremlins took the light pad. Oh, I think they probably did.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they probably did.
They've been doing something on every show I've been. I don't know what I've done to offend them, but clearly something.
You know what? Isn't it funny, yeah? It's like the last 2 days, we've had a few Gremlins, and we've never had this many Gremlins. What's changed over the last couple of days at Crafters TV? I wonder.
I bought them, but I'm going to leave them here with you. I don't want to take them home.
Stephanie Theodostis says, good afternoon, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Colour Me Happy is one of my favourite shows. Just breathe, Helen. I think you are doing great, she says.
Thank you.
You're doing amazing. So we're going to colour some stuff, yeah?
Yay. Let's do it then.
Let's do it.
Over to me. Sorry. So first of all, we're going to stamp out some images. So I've picked the Sparkle and Sass Ballerina. She is super cute.
All these on the show?
Are you using the pens that you've just shown us?
Yeah, I'll just use these, I think.
Can I then ask a favour?
Yeah.
I don't have the fair tone.
Right, okay, you can have those.
Could I borrow those from you, if that's all right?
This is depending on whether or not the pens are in the packaging.
Good point. There's the Gremlins run off with those as well.
I'm just thinking they're going to set me up again. I'll be like, let's do some colour. Oh, no, I'm not going to do any colour.
It's not there.
There you go.
Who do you want to have a look at what we've got to stamp? And if you would like to pick one?
Well, not Father Christmas, because he's got a lot of white beardy.
Okay.
I'll do, I'm going to do the dinosaur.
Dinosaur?
I'm going to do that one.
You want to do that dinosaur? What's his
he
name?
called? Eric.
Eric! I love that. I love that he's called Eric.
Eric the dinosaur.
Eric the dinosaur. He's not in here.
Is he not?
No, I'm joking.
Oh. Do you remember Denver, the last dinosaur?
Denville?
Denver, the last dinosaur.
No, that's
He's
passed me
a
by.
friend and a whole lot more.
No. I know Barney. Is he a dinosaur?
Yeah, he loved me.
And the best dinosaurs in the whole world, bar the T-Rex from Jurassic Park, the best dinosaurs are the guys from the show, the Dinosaurs.
Oh, Dinosaurs.
Not the Mama. I love that. Not the Mama.
I never really watched that, but I do know
Oh, it
it.
was the absolute classic.
Didn't that sort of follow on from Alf? Remember Alf?
Oh, I remember
Alien
Alf.
Life Form.
I didn't like Alf because he ate cats.
Did he?
It felt like a bad vibe to me.
Oh, I didn't
so
know
as
that.
a kid, I didn't like.
I've got off
him
him then all of a sudden.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan because he ate cats. I'm pretty sure it was Alf who ate cats.
That's awful.
Yeah, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm like just totally
You're dishing Alf.
dissing Alf and it was somebody else. Do you know? Apparently, talking about old characters, Bagpuss is coming back.
Yes, I heard that they're making a movie
Yeah,
next
they're
year.
making a movie. Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to translate to the big screen, to be honest.
Oh, I love the little mice.
I used what was he called? I used to love the little
Bagpuss.
mice where no, the little mice. I was thinking of the what was the guy called? Professor Yaffle, the woodpecker.
I don't know.
And then the mice were,
Oh,
we will fix it, we will mend it. Do you remember them?
no. There we go. I'm just going to put a little bit more ink on there.
It was all in
That's
Bagpuss.
so funny.
There was was she just called Ragdoll? There was a doll. There was the Professor Yaffle was the wooden Charlie Mouse, Eddie Mouse, and Jenny Mouse. They were the we will fix it, we will mend it. What mouse? Willy Mouse.
Sorry, this is ridiculous.
I
I think you guys are making these names up.
There was a toad as well. I'm sure there was a toad on it, like a fluffy toad. Johnny, he's looking.
I don't know.
No, you can't find it. Oh, Madeline was the ragdoll. Yeah, Madeline.
Do you remember the Raggy Dolls?
Gabriel the toad. That was it.
That was a classic
Raggy
show.
Dolls was a good one.
Yeah,
Dolls like you.
Oh,
and
look, I
me.
missed her skirt. Oh, I can't bother now.
That's fine.
I used to be. My siblings call me the Raggy Doll.
Why?
Oh, because like, you know, I'm the fourth. And like, you know, I've got bad eyes and all that sort of thing. So I'm the Raggy Doll, where they weren't supposed to have 4 kids, so they just pushed it all together to make a person.
Because there was the one, wasn't there, Raggy Dolls? He was like the
sad sack.
Sad sack, yeah. He was called sad sack.
So I'm a Raggy. I don't actually mind. I actually find it quite sweet because they're lovely, so it's okay.
It's like Super Ted, wasn't it, back in the day? Because he was like Super Ted. Remember that?
Super Ted.
Because he was rejected, wasn't he?
Was he?
He was rejected
because
he was you know, there's something wrong with him. But then Mother Nature came down.
Oh,
and
really?
sprinkled
I reckon
her
I could do
fairy
that
dust on him
while we're
and made him well, Super Ted.
What about Danger Mouse? That was a good one.
That was a great show.
That was brilliant.
He's amazing. He's fantastic.
Was it?
Wherever there is danger, he'll be there.
Was that David Jason? Yeah, and he was Count Duckula.
Count Duckula.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Was that blood? Oh, get it!
Oh, get it, Ducky Boos!
Such good TV.
Yeah.
Oh, such good TV.
What was the name of the chap who voiced Penfold in Danger Mouse? He was another famous actor. Terry. I want to say it was Terry. The guy from Terry and June. The guy from Terry and June.
Oh, really? Oh, who was that then?
Terry Scott, was he called?
Oh, wow.
Is that for me to colour?
Yes, and I stamped yours way better than I stamped my own. I missed the end of the skirt, but there we go.
Right, I'm going to go. Don't focus on me. Just focus on Helen. I'm going to.
Oh no! Don't say that.
Chat.
Right. So I've got my little ballerina here, and I'm going to start with the is it aquatic turquoise? Oh, that's a cool name.
Yeah.
I like that because I'm going to do that in her dress. So again, like I was saying in the previous hour, maybe you didn't see that, you are going to get warm and cool colours, and this is sort of the way, as Ben was talking about, this is the kind of colour family you're going to work your way in. So we've got on this one GT1, GT2, GT3. If you are going with these packs and thinking about getting the 12 packs as well, that's absolutely fine, because what you'll find is you'll find ones in the colour family, so they'll fit within the colour family. And I always say, as long as you go up in number, it doesn't matter whether you do GT2, 4 and 6 or 3, 5 and 8 or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just keep it that you go the lightest one is first and then work your way up. But these packs absolutely already come in the 3 shades. So whether you're doing the cool or you're doing the warm, either way, it's up to you. But they come in the pack. And that's why I'd also say keep the pack together, because not only does it give you the little cheat on the back of which order they're supposed to be, it makes it so you store your pens laying down, because that's what you want to do. So store them horizontally. Each pen within the Classique collection comes with 2 nibs. So you've got your bullet nib here, which I have to say, this is probably the one I use the most for colouring. But we were asked in the previous show, I'm sorry, I've forgotten the lovely lady's name, but we were asked about the chisel nib as well. And I actually think it's great that you've got 2 options. And I think that having the 2 options and having the chiseled nib is what takes these up a level. Because the chisel nib is great if you are going to cover a lot of work, you've got a lot of space to cover, because obviously doing that with a bullet nib is going to take you quite a long time. So you've got that. But I also love, again, because I love to use the bullet nib the most, I love that they've got the grey bit on there. And that means that I always know that that's the way that my bullet nib. Oh yeah,
that's a good little tip actually. I noticed that was drawn on the pen, but I'd never really noticed that before, so that is quite a good tip actually. Yeah,
and I do believe that actually these, what's really lovely is the colour on the pens is like super, because obviously we're using alcohol ink and then you've got to create that colour in a plastic covering. But actually I believe that when I was doing it, I was kind of comparing it, and they are so unbelievably close that makes it so much easier to know what colour you want to work with, which is really great. And again, I said it before that I was a tri-blend lover. She's a tri-blend. No, anyway. So I loved the tri-blend pens. They're so clever. They're really lovely. And this seems like a very nice step for me, and it's felt very natural. It hasn't felt like I've had to relearn a lot of stuff. But what I do love, where these beat out the tri-blend for me, is the fact that the shape of this pen is sort of like a flat hexagon, so that your pens don't roll away, which is great, because sometimes you can drop your pen down and it rolls away, and that's that's really frustrating. So what I like to do, and again, everyone finds their own way of doing the colouring, but what I like to do is I like to start with my lightest shade. Now remember that these are all the same colour, it's just that the lighter they are, the more alcohol the pen has in, and that's what makes these lighter pens easy to blend, because you've got that more alcohol in. But of course alcohol does dry, so just be aware that, you know, don't necessarily sit and colour in loads in one colour and think and hope that you're going to then get a beautiful blend, because you may not. I mean, I'm sure you will, but just, you know, be aware of that. Now I think, hang on a second, I think I've put these in the wrong order.
Have
yes,
you?
I absolutely 100% have.
Hilariously, over my side, not that it matters, I did delve into what I'm going to do, a purple dinosaur. I did delve into the purple set, which is the, what's it called? Rich purples, and there were only 5 of the 6 pens in the pack.
Okay.
Gremlins again, I think.
Right, so yeah, I've done these in the wrong order, and I've started colouring with the dark one first. I can see almost straight away that I've done it, but it's fine. I'm going to 100% carry on. It doesn't matter. So we'll start in the middle. So you're going to go in, like I said, with the lighter, and you can already see that that's much lighter than the first colour I put down, but do not worry. I mean, these things happen, and I am not a fan of like naturalistic. It doesn't really matter that it's not going to be exactly as a shade would be. So I'm just going to go down with a bit of colour here.
Okay.
And as I say, usually I kind of favour the sort of cylindrical look of pen, but actually this kind of works with doing strokes because it's her dress. And then I'm going to come in. Now I'm second guessing myself again. Let's just double check. So we should have the waterfall, yes. The peacock blue, yes. And the petrol blue, yes. Well done. And then we will go in with our darker colour.
Yes.
And I think, again, what's really important when you're doing colouring is I find it much easier if I move the paper around rather than trying to move my own hand around. It just feels more comfortable. And as you can see on her skirt, we've got little bits of lines here where the pleats would be. And so I'm just following that line with the darker pen, because that's kind of where the shades would be, where the pleats are kind of making different shades. What colour did you say you were using?
The rich purple, like they're in the rich purple pack.
Oh,
so
nice.
I've got the PL colours I've gone for.
Is it because we were talking about Barney?
I think it may be. I just kind of wanted to be on brand, you know, Crafter's purple and all that.
Nice. It's also the colour of royalty, purple, apparently.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard that.
Yeah, I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
So again, I'm just using section by section.
Yeah. It's a bit harder when there's not like actual sections to colour, if you know what I mean. Like with the dinosaur, for example, he's just got like one big body, so it's a little bit, well, it's not harder at all, really. But do you know what I mean? It's a bit more of a guessing game.
I 100% know what you mean. I think that...
but I don't worry too much.
No, I wouldn't worry, but yes, no. I agree with you. I think when somebody has drawn an image where there's a lot of detail, naturally we find it easier to follow the line that they've left behind. Yeah. And then sometimes it can be a bit scary to kind of create that line ourselves. But I can't see what you're doing, but I'm sure it's fabulous.
A few messages coming through as well. I'm trying to multitask here. So let me do a few of these. So I'm just colouring my dinosaur's little knobbly knee in. He's got a knobbly knee. Hi to Zoe, who says, I loved Alf and I love Bagpuss too. By the sounds of it, though, Alf would have eaten Bagpuss.
So, do we know? I mean, I feel like I've now dissed the name of Alf.
I think we should find out.
I'm sure he ate cats. I'm sure that was the vibe of the programme.
I'm sure that's not what the whole programme was about, though.
No, it literally was all about that, Ben.
Running gag. Strong desire to eat cats.
Yes, so there we are.
Particularly the Tanner family's cat, Lucky.
So it was the cat that belonged to the family. Right, that makes sense. So I can sort of see why I didn't like it as a child.
Yes, you're vindicated in what you were saying. Hi also to Stephanie. Sorry I'm late. Zoe's joined us. Crafty Stacey Lou. Hello Ben, hello Helen and the amazing crew. Sorry I've been MIA. Work and life got in the way. Oh, you rhymed. Sorry I've been MIA. Work and life got in the way.
You sound like Bruce Forsyth.
That's what I'm supposed to sound like. I love a Brucey. That's the first. That's the first one. Do we know anyone who does any good impressions, Helen? We've had Arnie, we've done Brucey today. I just wondered whether you do any impressions at all,
I can
Helen?
only do one impression.
Let me see if I can guess.
Okay.
Let me see if I can guess who your impression is.
I'll do it.
I reckon that you do...
Yeah.
I reckon you do a brilliant Cher.
It is, in fact, Cher that I do.
How did I know that?
Have you heard me do it before? What did I say?
I may have been talking to someone we both know in the industry earlier on.
Oh, really?
Who do you think told me?
I don't know.
Ex-presenter who I'm very good friends with, who I message quite a lot.
No, I don't know. That's real pressure. I'm not sure.
I'll give you a clue.
Yeah.
His initials are DB.
Oh, I do know.
Huh?
I know. I think you're talking about the person who I think you could sometimes be mistaken for.
You are correct. Mr. Daniel Bancroft.
Dan's the best.
Well, yeah, he's all right. You know, he's not too bad.
He's great. He's a great. Well,
He's
yeah,
the
I
best
do.
at the other place, probably. You know. Yeah.
So how did he come to tell you that I do share?
Because I was obviously chatting to him, as I do, because I message Dan quite a lot, as I said,
Nice.
we're good pals. And I was obviously saying that you were here and whatnot. And he was saying, I won't read out the whole message because obviously you'll get embarrassed, but he was saying how great you are.
Oh,
blah, blah,
bless
blah.
him.
And he happened to mention at the end of the message, he says, hang on, what did he actually say? He says, if you are ever stuck for what to chat to Helen about, ask her to do her Cher impression. You won't have to ask twice. It's exactly what he messaged me. And funnily enough, he was right.
He was right.
So,
do you want me to do it?
yes.
Okay. Here we go. If I could turn back time.
Yes.
If I could find a way. There you go.
Yeah. I love that. Very good. Very good. Oh dear. I'll message him back after the show.
That's so funny.
It's as good as he said. Let us know in the comments what you thought about that.
It was like when I was a kid, I always wanted to do, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be
Stars in Their
Cher.
Eyes.
Stars in Their Eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
You could easily have done it. That was brilliant.
Thank you.
Not that this really matters because we obviously won't be able to hear you, but does anyone watching do any impressions? That's what I want to know. Brilliant, Helen, says Trudy.
Thank you.
There you go. That was ace, actually. So good. So good.
I have to say, though, I bow down to your Arnie impression. That is almost like he's in the room.
I don't like to do that too often, you know.
That's very good. That's very
Just
good.
once a day, maybe.
So just to let you know what I'm doing in terms of the colouring, not with Cher. So I've just done the end of her skirt in the lighter colour, and then I kind of, how I feel, I mean, maybe you would feel differently, but I would feel that perhaps there would be a little bit of shade where the sort of the top of her dress met the skirt of her dress. So I've just gone in a bit darker on that as well. And then I'm just dragging the colour out so it sort of goes lighter as we go up the top. And again, the idea is obviously my lighter pen's got that more alcohol in it. So if I feel that I'm not a massive fan of the blend, obviously we have got the blending pen that, again, I'm still on the fence whether I spoke about that or not. So we have got the blending pen that you can use, but the whole idea here is if you feel like maybe you've gone a bit dark, it's a little bit darker than you wanted, if you go in with your lighter blend again, it absolutely will reduce some of that colour because you'll be laying down that alcohol, so you can absolutely do that. And then again, on the same token, if you feel like you've taken too much of the darker colour away, you can absolutely layer on top of what you're creating, go in, add some more of each different shade and work it out that way.
Yeah.
So.
God, this is hard to colour and read the comments at the same time. Tonight's nightly joke. Hey, Ben and Helen, what do you call advice you get from a cow?
I don't know.
Beef tips. I don't get that.
Well, isn't a beef tip a type of steak that you can get?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a type of beef that you can purchase in a restaurant.
And I do get this one. What do you call a cow that has just given birth decaffeinated? I get that one. Jay Presley says, didn't have time to watch live yesterday, but I've got a couple of minutes now. I just wanted to say welcome, Helen, to the family.
Thank you.
Crafty Stacey Lou says, Ben, I've made Cooperman into a cartoon and now I have Cooperman stickers. Let's see that, please. And she says, I'm not brilliant at colouring, but I love my tri-blends, but I love getting them out, just playing and practicing. Great impression, says Rosalind. Colleen says, I love that, Helen. Helen. Great share, says Zoe. Sounded just like Cher, says Jen. Ben, says Doreen, you can now record a song with Sheila and Helen. I think that's a good shout, actually.
Well, what does Sheila do?
Well, Sheila just sings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've got.
Am I right in saying that Sheila also plays the saxophone?
She does play the saxophone.
I'm sure I'd heard that somewhere.
She does play the saxophone.
Incredible. I just had visions of like one day her standing in like the corner of the studio with like a light shining down, and just playing the saxophone.
Baker
That would be
Street or
so
something.
cool.
We've got a very, very talented bunch of well, both on-screen and off-screen, talented bunch of musicians here, actually.
Cool.
So, you know, sometime down the line, maybe we should do like a little crafty band. We say it, maybe one day.
That's fun. I have, do you know, my whole life I've wanted to play an instrument, and I've tried so many different ones.
Oh, so you just tried and never really got on with it, or?
I just couldn't do it. So I always wanted to be able to do play the drums, you know, like Karen Carpenter or the drummer from the White Stripes, like a proper female, like, oh yeah, cool drummer.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be able to do that. So one day when I was about, I don't know, 18 or something, I was out shopping, I just walked into a music shop and just bought a set of drums. Literally, I hadn't even thought about it, I just bought it. I hadn't got lessons or anything. And I just realised fairly early on that I couldn't make my hands move individually.
Right,
and in order to like do the drumming, your hands have to go
100%.
individually. They have to be able to do it separately.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't make them do it. So we have had a drum kit sitting in our house for like, I don't know, nearly 25 years or something. And just recently, my nephew asked if he could have them because he wants to learn to drum. And I was like, yes, you definitely can have them.
So the family found good use.
Exactly, finally. They've been sitting there waiting for someone to want them. I wanted them, I just couldn't do it, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I play the piano.
Oh, do you?
Play the violin.
Wow.
Get a bit of guitar, all to a very, very average standard. But drums again was one of those things that I never had lessons on, but I can sort of I can do a very sort of simple beat on the drums. You know what I mean? Nothing too technical.
Yeah.
But I can get by on the drums. Producer Johnny is a brilliant guitarist.
Oh, cool. What kind of guitar do you play?
Anyone he can get his hands on.
Nice.
He did have 11 at one point, but his wife said he had to give them all up when he got married. He's now got
that's
4.
amazing. I'm going to go a little bit.
And a very good trumpeter as well.
Oh, wow. I'm so jealous of people who can play instruments.
Yeah, that's why he's a good producer as well, because he's full of hot air. There you go.
So awful.
I know. He loves me really, though.
I just think that actually the only instrument I can play is a singing voice.
You've got a lovely voice.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Very good. Ben and the girls singing the Shoop Shoop song, says Zoe. Yes!
Oh, I love the Shoop Shoop song.
Go on.
That is my karaoke song, that is. If you want to know if he loves you so, it's in his kiss.
That's where it is.
Oh,
yeah. That is so funny. Sheila's here tomorrow as well. We could have recorded it.
Oh, I can't believe that Dan messaged you about my Cher impression.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
He knows me very well, you see, because he knows I love it doing an impression. So obviously he's going to tell me. I'm surprised I didn't know that, because I feel like that's something we would have done together on previous shows. But
I can tell you with a shadow of a doubt, you're probably the only presenter I've not done that with.
Well, there we go.
I don't know if it gets out or I tell a lot of people, I don't know, but I've definitely done that with multiple people.
It's the kind of thing I think you'll find we love to hear that kind of thing on this channel. You know, we love all of the different bits and bobs. So I think that was very welcomed by everybody.
Good.
Hence the lovely comments which have come through.
Yeah, it's really nice to have such lovely support as well. It's really lovely.
Yeah, do you know what? Our family here are a lovely, lovely bunch. And it always, like, it sounds corny, but for me, it always feels like, you know, we are talking to family and,
that's
you know,
nice.
we're sharing tips with family and friends. And the more shows you do, like, the more you'll get to know everybody, and you'll just, yeah.
Brilliant.
You're a good bunch, you are.
Yeah, they are really lovely.
You.
Everyone's been really kind.
We love you.
So I just wanted to tell you what I was doing there is I've just finished for the moment with my turquoises. And so I'm going to go on to my sunny yellows and I'm going to do her hair.
Yeah.
And this time I'm going to learn from my previous mistake. I'm going to double check what I've put down before I start colouring.
Okay.
But it's fine. I mean, I think it actually came together quite well. I was able to cover it again because of that lighter colour. I was able to blend out some of the darkness that I'd put down that I hadn't meant to put so much down.
Yeah.
And again, with this one, you get the detail on the back. So it's, again, great idea to keep these, which number you're going with. But you can see here, you've got the, is that a G? That's a G.
G.
A GY1, a GY3, and a GY4. So it's obviously missing out the 2 there. That's gone. But obviously, if you want to go with those more blends, if you want to have a further blend palette, which, like we were saying, Ben, goes from like 1 to 7 or possibly even 1 to 8. Yeah, so that you can open up the blends and do even more if you want to. So you could have 4 or 5 different blends. You don't have to always stick to 3. You don't even always have to go up to 3. You could stick with 2. And as you said, Ben, if you just want to have some fun colouring, you're not even bothered about the shading and things, you could just go in with 1 colour.
Yeah.
There's no sort of massive rule about what you want to do. It's kind of the ability is here with these pens. But if you want to mix and match and play around, you can absolutely do that.
I think, as I said earlier on, and this is my mantra, and I used to worry like nothing. You know, when I first started doing bits on the channel, I used to worry, like, oh no, what are people going to think? What are people going to say? First thing is that people are very, very kind here, and very, very, very supportive.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like I said to you earlier on, I kind of thought, well, actually, I'm enjoying what I do. So if it doesn't come out brilliantly, it just doesn't really matter because I've enjoyed the process anyway.
Absolutely, and I mean that's the whole fun of craft, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's, I mean, it's absolutely fantastic and lovely to be able to give a beautiful card or a project to someone, but actually let's not ignore the fact that just the benefit you're getting from doing the actual project yourself is so
right.
good.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the process and have a lot of fun with it. I'm having the best. I'm so glad I decided to colour with you. Obviously, you can't see mine, but I'll show you when I've done it.
Perfect.
I'm actually very pleased with it so far.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like I say, I remember the peach rose that you did, and that was stunning.
Oh, so kind of you say. No word of a lie. That is, I keep all of the stuff that I do, and I've got a load of stuff that I need to transfer into my house, which is in the back, the driver's seat of my car. In the back, I've got a little bit where you can slot, papers and that.
Yeah.
And I've got a load of stuff in there currently, and that's where that is. That rose.
When you create, because obviously I feel from the last time that I knew you, you do a lot more crafty stuff now. I'm assuming 100%. that would be true.
Yeah.
And do you give your cards away, or do you give the things that you make away, or?
So, as everyone knows, I'm honest. I don't. I do a lot of crafting here on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily. I used to do quite a lot of crafting with my daughter. So, she almost pushed me into doing it because she showed an interest in what I was doing here.
Oh, nice.
So I sort of started crafting more with her. And now obviously she's got a little bit older and other things have taken over and whatnot. So I don't craft as much as I did. However, I do still make cards for special people in my life.
Oh, that's nice.
And as I think I mentioned to you yesterday, when I make cards for Laura, for example. So if it's like our wedding anniversary or Valentine's or something, I try, if I can, I'll make her a card. And it's always really nice because she always keeps those.
Oh, that's really lovely.
Or if it's her birthday, if she's displayed them on the windowsill, she'll always have my card in the middle alongside all the other shop bought cards.
Yeah.
So I think it's worth doing, and it's a lovely feeling, isn't it? And you must get this. It's a lovely feeling to make a card and see how it's appreciated.
Absolutely, and I have to say, I'm now. Obviously I do this professionally, so I'm making sort of 3 or 4 cards at a time. So obviously I have a lot of them. And actually now it's become a thing where the cards that I make, I put in a little box. I say it's not little, it's massive. In a box, and my family will come and get cards from it as well.
Yeah.
For their friends and people that they want to bring cards for. And more often than not, they'll now come to me and say, actually, I don't want to go to the shop and buy one. Can I just take one of your, and obviously, part of that is to do with the fact that it's free.
Yeah, what?
But yeah, I think that, once you start making cards, it's extremely, what I've found, it's extremely difficult to go back to buying cards.
Yeah, 100%.
I almost don't feel like I can.
Yeah.
I can't do it myself. But there is something so wonderful about making a project that you're super proud of and handing it over to someone and seeing the joy that it's given them as well. I mean, I know, so since I've been, so as a family, we weren't really crafters. My mum used to be a seamstress, so that was a professional thing she did.
Yeah.
I never managed to get the hook of sewing and things. I just couldn't, you know, I just didn't do it.
Just wasn't your thing.
It wasn't my thing. But so we didn't do massive amounts of craft. But what's really beautiful and what really makes me super happy now that I do this is my nieces and my nephew, they want to, and I think you kind of said it with your daughter, they want to come and do it. They want to play with the stuff I've got in my craft room. They want to make cards for everyone, and we'll sit together and we'll craft, and that's really wonderful. It's a really fun exercise to kind of do as a family, which I love.
Yeah, 100%. Hi to Colin, he says, wow, Ben, didn't know you played so many instruments. I can play a flute and a little piano.
Oh, wow.
We should do something one time. I can't remember what it was. It must have been like a Children in Need or something like that, where they got loads of people from across the country to record a song. And they got all of the... Do you remember that? It was the Children in Need. And they got... They did like the world record for the biggest band, and they sent the pieces of music out to all these different people who played instruments, and then obviously someone pieced it all together and created this massive piece.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The country. Maybe we should do that here. Maybe for Christmas.
maybe all the celebrities could come by. So Cher could be there,
Arnie could come along.
Like, what was it, Hands Across America or whatever it used to be.
Yeah, what was it called? What was the song they did in America? We Are the World.
We Are the World, yeah.
Yes, Ben, says Colin, CC Crafting family, your team and us crafters are a nice big family. And I have an amazing Ben make, says Stacey Lou. Proud of place in my craft room. Yeah, some of my makes that I made, I did give away back in the day. So there's a few of those floating around the UK and the US. I believe if you were to sell them on eBay, you'd probably get about 50p for them now.
Oh, funny.
What a laugh.
You do crack me up.
What a laugh. I'm obviously not concentrating on what you're doing because I'm colouring, but I'm hearing lots of nice oohs and ahs.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah, how are you doing the hair? That's what they're asking in the gallery.
Oh, okay. So, again, I just went with those 3 colour tones. It might have been my head in the way that made it look better.
Put your head back.
No, I just, again, went with those 3 colour tones. I mean, I just think that you want to keep that kind of thought in your head as you're going. Where you think, like, so again, I'm thinking about the fact that her hair would cast a shadow, and so I'm going in slightly darker with my the elements on her face. I will admit that I think that doing someone's face is possibly any kind of skin tone, in my opinion, is one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah.
Other people might feel differently. But I think when you do like clothes and hair and things like that, they can all be quite different. But I think doing a face is quite a difficult thing. So I always my way of doing it is where the hair's been, where maybe her eyelashes are, and she's sort of my character here is closing her eyes, so she'd probably have a little bit of colour there. She'd definitely have colour within her eyelids, because most people's eyelids sort of dip in on one side, maybe a little bit on the nose. And it kind of just brings that colour together. And even if, no matter kind of what shade you're using in terms of skin tone, sort of try that out. If you're not happy, if it's gone a bit dark, use your lighter colour to blend it out a little bit. And you saw, I don't know if you saw, when I was doing the hair, I did this part with the fringe coming down her face, and I wasn't happy. I wanted to do a little bit darker at the root of her hair. So I went in again with the darker, but still remembering to keep sort of the ideas that I've got and blending out as I go.
Yeah.
Because again, I think that lighter colour is kind of your saviour in terms of it helps you out when you've maybe added too much colour.
Yes.
Because sometimes we do that. We can go in a little bit hard, and so having that lighter colour can help you out. And now I've spoken and I've forgotten which one I've got the middle one. So there we go. What did you say you were doing the dinosaur? How close have you? How close have you got?
Well, I'm actually quite really pleased. Where do you?
Oh, that's so good. Oh, well done.
Yeah, I feel like I've blended really nicely on there, actually.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, you've done fantastically there.
Yeah, I'm really, really pleased with it.
Yeah, you should be. It's really good.
So I look at it and think that could be like an illustration in like a kid's book or something.
Absolutely.
But it's just fun, as I say. I'm not the best, but I'm getting better, and I know, like in my mind, I know I know what I'm doing, if you know what I mean. I know, so I go light, dark, and then blend with the middle.
Yeah.
With like the middle colour.
So do you go? Because I go light, dark, middle, light.
Yes.
So do you do 3 steps or 4?
So I go light, dark, middle, and then light again.
Yeah, and me personally, I'm heavier with my darker and my lighter. My middle one is probably the one that goes down the least.
Yeah.
I don't know where that comes from, but I kind of find that I just go heavier with my darker and my lighter, and that mid one is almost just a thin line between the two.
Yeah, exactly. I sort of use that more, where exactly the same as you, yeah. So where I've sort of done the light, who's put that? Fred171 Ben, great self-portrait, thank you. That's before I put my makeup on. I sort of use that the light pen then to like cover that blend. But like you, if I then think, oh, actually, I've not done a very good job at like blending it, I then go back in with the lighter one.
Yeah, I definitely think that's sort of your rescuer. That's your whiteout when you've spelt your word wrong or something.
Yeah.
And also, I love the fact that you say that, you know, you're not the best. I think you're really hard on yourself, because I think what you've done there is really beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I just, as I say, I just don't worry about this, because I've never. I feel like I'm a creative in other ways. I'm not massively creative in this sort of. I mean, like, you know, I've done craft along, so I can follow how to make a card. I couldn't come up with a design unless I had something like the layout collection, or if I was following you guys. And it's like with this, like, I'm not the best colorist in the world, but I've gotten better because I've followed tips from, you know, the guys and the likes of yourself. But I do this because I enjoy it. I don't do it thinking, oh, well, you know, I've got to get to some sort of level. And
no, it's not about necessarily the end result.
That, you know?
Yeah, it's about what you did to get there.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is, I think, again, anything that the more you do it, the better one becomes at it. I mean, I think I heard somewhere, and again, maybe I'm not saying this exactly right, but I'm sure I heard somewhere that people say that you have to do almost like 1,000 hours of something to be like, I don't know, I hate the word perfect, but perfect at it.
Yeah.
But
I heard that.
You know, so I think that you like I think it's also important when it comes to drawing. Don't think we're all going to be on the same level day one.
No.
You know, and again, what's really wonderful about these pens, and the fact is, I love the fact that you've got the detail on the back that it says the blend for you straight away. So we've got the fair skin tone here, and it tells you the blend straight away. You don't have to do a lot of hard work to go and try and struggle. And that's what I have always struggled with, the idea of what blends you put together. So that's what I love about the the crafters pens that we've got.
Yeah.
Is that you're giving us a helping hand. You're holding our hand as we do it, but then what we do with it is kind of up to us.
Yeah.
You know, and like, again, no one's coming to take these pens off you. No one's coming to critique your work when you use them at home. So if you're not getting the results that you desire straight off the bat, that's okay.
100%.
You know, we all learn at different paces. Nobody was able to, well, I could never pick up the drums, but nobody was able to do it straight off the bat.
Yeah. But as I say, with this, I think more than anything is just enjoy what you do. And I also think I'm a big believer in it. If you keep the stuff, particularly with something like colouring, keep everything that you do, even if you think you've coloured something and you think it's a bit rubbish, keep it, because then if you do, like you say, do a little bit each and every day, or, you know, you do a bit through a year, you can then come back, say at the end of the year, and see where you are and compare it to where you started.
I love that idea. I think that it's really good to know where you are from where you began. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a really good idea. And even if you look at something, I'm just going to pop these away and I'm going to do her flower. Even if you look at something and are like, oh, I really don't like what I've done.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that someone you give it to isn't going to absolutely adore it.
Exactly right.
So what colour should let's do her little flower here in the pink. So this is the exotic pinks here. And we're going to do her little crown, I think, and her little flower.
What colour should I do?
And another little tip as well, I haven't done it on this one, and actually I haven't done it on any of the colouring that I've done so far, but another tip is also, if you are using these blends and maybe you want a fourth blend, white can always be a shade.
Yeah.
I know that sounds really funny, but actually if you leave a little bit, if you do an alcohol marker drawing, so for example on this one, if I'd left the ridge of her skirt in white, that also looks like a shade. So that's another fun way to do it as well. If you want to try with like a fourth blend, but you're not actually blending because you're not, it's white, the colour isn't there. So that's also quite fun too.
There's loads of messages. Lisa P, when my son was small, I'd send out handmade cards with pics and updates. I saw one hanging at my uncle's house whilst visiting. He pointed at it and said, now that's family. Hashtag worth it. And that goes back to what you were saying, though, is in the fact that I think, especially if it's family and friends, I think even if you don't think it's the best thing in the world, that effort that you put into maybe making a card or whatever it might be, I think is appreciated by family and friends, isn't it?
Absolutely. There's nothing quite as special as something you've made yourself.
Like a handmade gift or a handmade card, you appreciate more, don't you, as the recipient, I think.
Because somebody's taken time out of, like, okay, not that I'm saying not going to the shops isn't taking time out of your day, but someone's taken a long time. And usually, I mean, I don't know, everybody's different, but if I sit down with complete no distractions and things like that, I could spend hour, 2 hours on a card. And I think people realise that, and that's what they appreciate. And I also think, like you say, they're the ones that people keep.
Well, I think, not that she said it to me, and I might be putting words in her mouth, but I think the reason why Laura keeps the cards that I make for her is the fact that she appreciates, I mean, I've done it on work time, obviously, but do you know what I mean?
You've just ruined the moment.
No, but do you know what I mean? I've taken time to do it, because I could just quite happily, you know, obviously stand here and read the comments and, you know,
yes,
do it.
Absolutely.
And actually, the first few cards I did make her, I did in my break in between shows. But I think that is the point. Sean Peacock says, my nan got me into making cards when I was a child. I used to then cut up cards I was given and make my own toppers until I was old enough to buy my own supplies. Oh,
yes, I remember when people, I remember the sort of, you take all the Christmas cards and things, and you snip off the different imagery. That's a great way to craft as well.
We used to use them as tags.
Yeah, it's a really nice way of sort of recycling. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a little bit of something different here. Okay. I'm going to actually go in with 2 shades.
All right.
And then I'm going to use a shimmer pen to draw that out a little bit, so her wings are sparkly.
Okay.
So instead, I'm going to use the cool blues, but I'm just going to use the pearl blue and the true blue instead of the third one, which is the darker colour. So again, even though I've got 2 blends, I still start with my first and my lightest, which is, as I said, the pearl blue. So I'm still going to go in with that.
So
and this time,
we're just cycling through the colours that we've used. So 4 sets, so it is 3 for 2.
Perfect.
So if you want to, it's very busy for them as well. Lots of people stocking up. 3 for 2 only for today, I believe, though. So do make sure you take advantage if you do need to stock up. Well, do it today, because otherwise these will be here tomorrow. But of course, I don't think the deal is on tomorrow, is it? From what I've heard. So you need to get the 3 for 2s today, if you can.
So what I've done is I've just done some strokes, almost to make it look like her wings are shiny. And again, this is the true blue, so I'm just going to do a little bit in the darker areas of her wings, so where her hair falls and where the arm is sort of blocking out the light from the wings. Yeah?
Cute Ben says, Jen, nice job, it looks fab, great job. Looking great, Ben. You need to do a few of them and give them out at Craftaganza.
Oh, yeah.
They got the colouring class. Oh. And Kim says, I really do need to do more colouring. I'm not good at it. I bet you're better than you think you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have the Academy of Colour and just couldn't get the hang of it. I mean, if you've got the Academy of Colour, that is a great thing, obviously, to keep using, come back and revisit it. You'll get there. I'm sure you will get there eventually, because I thought I would... Well, I thought I'd never craft with you guys on TV. That was my first thought, and then all of a sudden I was crafting, and then the next thing was like, I'm not going to colour, and then I'm now colouring. So just a question as well, sorry, Stephanie was just saying, does Helen have another bit of paper under her colouring for any ink to bleed? So sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, right?
Yeah, I don't have any.
No.
It's gone through a tiny bit. No, I have to say I am a fairly messy crafter, and I kind of don't think about stuff like that. As long as I'm not going, I mean, obviously that's a yes/no question actually, because I've got my glass mat under it.
Yeah.
And earlier I was using my stamping mat as well. So actually what I don't do, I don't always think about using like a piece of paper or a piece of card, but I wouldn't ever directly colour onto a piece of paper onto like a desk or a table or anything, because that would be really frustrating if you ended up getting marks and stuff on your dining room table or something. So absolutely, in terms of, I don't really think about putting paper and stuff, but I do usually stick a mat underneath it.
Yeah.
So what I've done there is I've just taken, and if you're worried about the alcohol, if you run, like if you get a little bit of the tip of the blue on your shimmer pen, it will, you'll be able to rub it off. It's absolutely fine. It's not even marked it. So I've just taken a shimmer pen and added it, I don't know if you can see that sparkle, and added it to her wings.
Yep.
And then what we could finish, but I don't actually have them. I think Ben's got them. I haven't got the greys.
Oh yeah, I've got
what
those.
I would do.
Do you want me to send them over?
It's up to you if you
I'll
feel so inclined.
Hang on, wait there, I'm coming.
Because what I like to, although just to let you know, if you're thinking about these stamps, they do come with a die. So absolutely, you can use
what do you need? Blue greys?
The greys, please. Yeah, so these stamps do come with a die, so you can absolutely die cut the stamp out. It comes within the packet.
Blue, muted greys, there you go.
Perfect. And what I'm going to do, because I haven't used the greys before, I'm just going to come in with a little bit of scrap and just check. Oh, no, let's find a bit of smaller.
I'm assuming they're in there today.
Well, we'll see. We'll find out. So I've got a little bit of scrap card, and this is the same card as what I'm colouring on, so the effect should be the same. So I'm just going to check and see, colour-wise, which one I think I would prefer. So as I said, they're pretty close. I mean, the colour on the lid is pretty close. Oh, do you think I should go with the icy grey?
Yeah. Oh, hello.
She dropped it. Let's go with the icy grey. Let's just check how that... Yeah, no, that's perfect for me. So this is the icy grey 2. And what I'm going to do, again, I'm still not sure about the blending pen, but this is what I was talking about, is when you go over the lines, which happens, this going over with the grey, to create a sort of faux shadow.
Sort of lifts them off the page a bit,
It kind of lifts it off the damage or covers it up. So I'm just going in around the elements just to create a sort of faux shadow. She's dancing somewhere, I don't know where she's dancing, but you could also do is, I'll do that in a second, you could also add some extra lines down here so it's grounding her, because at the moment she looks like she's just floating, which of course she could be, because the beautiful girl has wings.
Exactly right.
But yeah, I can ground her in a second with a little bit of the grey pen as well. There's something so special about alcohol markers. I just think they're like magic, the way they sort of blend so beautifully together. It's really makes it easy when you're doing this sort of thing. And the lady who said that I'm sorry, I couldn't remember her name. The lady who said she couldn't get on with colouring.
That was Kim.
Yeah, so, you know, this might not be the case, but as I said earlier, the one thing that I really struggled with when I first started out with the alcohol markers, and I will say this is where the tri-blend came in and helped me, is I struggled to put the colours together.
Yeah.
I struggled to see the vision of which colours work together. And sometimes you get alcohol markers where you just get a whole set of markers and you're sort of expected to work out the colour chart.
Yeah.
And that really scared me. So I will say, going with the Classiques, and in the same vein, the tri-blends, where Crafter's Companion have done the hard work for you, that definitely helped me. I'm not saying that will definitely help you, but that was something I was very fearful of. So there we go, we'll just ground her there with a little bit of shading at the bottom. And there we go. There is our beautiful ballerina. She doesn't have a name. I was hoping her name was going to be on there. Oh, you finished as well? Have you finished?
Yeah, pretty much done. Look.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Oh, it's like they're talking to each other.
Look, I've given me a nice light belly in the middle.
I love the little green as well.
Green.
That's so good. Well done.
Can I have this dance?
No. Although actually, look, it even, because I cut it, so it even fits like it was a proper picture.
There you go. See, I've just got a little bit out of the line there, but I'd use that pen
use the ice grey and do the same thing, because it does absolutely help, because I went a little bit over on her dress, and it really does help. They're so good. I don't know what you're talking. I think that is absolutely, I would be so proud if I'd done that. That is so fantastic.
Fist bump it, go on.
Boom.
3 for 2, and as I said, you know, even if you are that person who's going, I can't colour, I'm rubbish at colouring, A, you're probably not, and B, get these pens, because the chances are if you're using a pen which isn't brilliant, that's going to be like hindering you anyway. Get these in your basket. They're 3 for 2. Give them a try whilst we've got this great deal on only for today. When we come back, I believe we're going to be seeing some of your pictures, and we're also going to be finding the light pad. Where's the light pad? We'll have a look. We'll see in a minute.
The instruction and inspiration is mind-blowing.
The inspiration, the products to make our own and make it our own.
I get so much inspiration and tips and tricks from everyone there at Crafters Companion.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
I like to watch Crafters TV as often as I'm free, and I always get new ideas each time, and it certainly helps kickstart my mojo.
That is why I love Crafters Companion, because they make me look like a better crafter and give me ways to do things that I haven't tried before.
I wouldn't be the crafter I am today without Crafters TV, so thank you.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Hello everyone, I am Aaltje de Vries, Netherlands. The question is what I like about Crafters Companion. When I bought my Gemini Junior in about June 2023, there was a card with a website, and I went looking and I thought, are there so many products? I didn't know. The shows, I watched them and I dare to chat, and the presenters were so great, so helpful and so professional. They taught me so much, and when I had a question, they told me how to do it, and they gave a demonstration. Also, if I had a problem, I could email. That team is so great. They always mailed back and always had an idea to solve my problem. I'm so glad with it. Well, I did not know everything about Sarah, but I see the difference in what she does and what it becomes now, the Crafters Companion. I can only say the whole team, everyone works so hard, so fine. Yeah, well, I didn't know it exists. The respect they have for everyone. I'm glad with it. I will say thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you for all you're doing. See you. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. Why have we still got these on? Welcome back, everybody. I now need to read. Welcome back, everybody. Gina says, hi again to Ben and Helen. I've just purchased all the Classique collection, as most of mine are starting to run out. Great colouring, Helen. She's looking lovely.
Thank you.
What a day to shop for the Classiques, honestly. Samantha says, great job, Ben. Linda says, nice pictures, both. Beautiful colouring, both of you, says Mary Beth. And great job, says Jessica. Beautiful ballerina.
Thank you, everyone.
I've got some pictures.
Yay!
I've got some pictures to show you.
I'm so excited.
I've got a couple of pictures. So this is incredible. So Debbie, is your surname Mayan, Debbie? Forgive me if I said that incorrectly. Debbie, look at that.
Oh, wow!
That's taken a while to do, I would imagine.
That's incredible.
That's
Is
so
that
good.
the intricate pumpkin?
I
don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
No,
it looks
I don't
like it though.
think it
maybe
is.
it's just drawn, yeah. It does look like it though. That's incredible. That is beautiful.
It's either I think it might be Tangled, that. I do
Nice.
remember we had, was it last year or it might have been the year before, we had that, do you remember that calendar that we had where there was like an image to colour each and every month? I don't know whether it's from that or not. But whatever way, Debbie, fantastic. And Stacey, so Stacey Lou, one of our regulars, has a lovely cockapoo called Cooperman. And she was saying earlier on that she's cartooned Cooperman and had him made into stickers. Look at that.
Wow! That is so cool. Oh, he's super cute.
He looks exactly like that as well,
that's
Cooper.
Fabulous.
I need to get some done for Molly Collie, I think. That would be brilliant.
Super gorgeous. Is that on like a little notepad, it looks like?
Yeah, I think it's on the front of like a diary or a notepad,
yeah. That's really good. Love it.
That is very, very good. We absolutely love that. Thank you for the pictures. We're going to talk Craftaganza in just a bit, but before that, we did find the light pad.
Woohoo!
Yes, it's on offer. I'll just quickly again tell you about this, give you the price, and then Helen's going to light it up the other side because obviously it plugs in to the G2. There's 3 power sockets obviously on the back of their USB port, so you can obviously plug it in. But this is a dimmable LED light pad that you're going to see. So you've got the 3 levels on it. Size-wise, it's 12 by 9¼ so it'll comfortably fit like your A4 project. Absolutely no problem at all. And if it's lettering you wanting to do, drawing, illustration, scrapbooking, quilting, parchment, all these kind of things, you've got the ability to do just that. As you'll see with Helen in just a second, it's super lightweight. It is slimline like you would not believe. And as I say, the fact that you've got the dimmability, if that is a word, I think makes this a really, really fantastic bit of kit to have. It is on offer until midnight tonight. No, till the end of the show, actually. It's on offer until 7:10. So you've got 57 minutes left to grab it. £12.80 or £16.80 if you're in the US. You were very impressed by this light pad and also very impressed by the fact that it runs off the back of the G2, weren't you?
That was incredible because it means that how many times have you gone looking for a plug and you can't find one? And so being able, obviously your Gemini 2's got its plug, so being able to plug it into that, and it means obviously it's taking less space because you're not having to take one out to put the other in if you've only got one plug socket. So yeah, I was really really impressed with that. I'd never seen anything like that. That was very clever. And so as you said, this is very lightweight.
Slimline.
But also, it's slimline and lightweight, but it doesn't feel like it feels
flimsy.
like you could take, it doesn't feel flimsy, and that's what's important because you are actually, for the most part, going to be doing something on it. I mean, I know a lot of people use things like this to, if they've maybe in a darker corner in their craft room or something, or the light's getting dimmer in the evenings and things, it actually just works as a great light source as well. But obviously you've got the 3 settings, so you've got your little power button here, and then you've got this sort of lighter one, which is, beautiful. It's getting brighter. And then that one is your 3rd setting, and that's really, really bright. That's really great. And it's really wonderful for all the different things that you can be doing on this. So you could say, for example, if you had an image here that you wanted to put on it, and then you wanted to put paper over the top to paint, but you wanted a no-line drawing, you could actually just paint the image with your paints over the top. You can also do brush lettering, you can do quilling on this, you can trace, so if you're doing you want to draw your own flower, so you've drawn a petal, and you just want to keep moving it round and draw that same petal over and over again. So what we've got here is we've got We've got a little thing that we had that says Leanne rules, which is true.
It's true, obviously.
It's an accurate thing.
Yep.
And so this may be, for example, you're thinking, maybe you had a word on here and you're writing your own wedding invitations or something, and you want every single one to look the same. So being able to place that over the top, and you can see there that you can see that through.
Yeah.
So I've just got a pen here. Obviously, I'm just going to follow the lines along. Let me just turn my pen to, there we go.
It's such a handy thing to have as a crafter, I'd imagine, because as I listed there, whether you're soft craft or paper craft, it has its uses, I think, across both of those domains, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I think something like this, and actually I was saying to you before, it can come out of the sort of craft element as well, because my niece did all of her GCSE graphics program using a light pad, which is really important because she needed that for all the precise measurings and things she had to do. And of course she had to then draw these things multiple times. And so being able to, so we've got Leanne rules here, and being able to go along and create the same image over and over again because you've got the light pad means that it just gives you that bit of, well, it kind of takes the worry away about having to have uniformity if you want to. And again, like you were saying, the soft fabric world, but also we've got quilling, we've got drawing, we've got tracing. You can do parchment work on these if you want to. Again, if you're someone who maybe struggles with your vision and low light is a real struggle for you, you could put, so for example, you know, like the diamond paintings, where you use the gems, but sometimes you just cannot see the numbers or the letters, and so being able to just pop this over the top and help you is a real benefit. And again, because it's lightweight and it's very slimline, it's going to be easy to store, so it's not like you're going to have to find some big space for it and everything like that.
It will also go into the storage bag, so if you've got the plate bag for the Gemini 2, you've got multiples of those, it does fit into that as well. So if you do want to store it in like a, you know, like a bag with your papers or your card or whatever, it will store into that if you've got multiples.
And that's good for like knowing that you're going to protect it as well wherever you're putting it.
Just to say, Stephanie, because you just asked how long do you have to charge the light pad to go cordless, it doesn't charge up. You have to have it plugged into the main, so it always needs to be plugged into the back of the G2, or you know, if you've got it plugged in, it's not like a chargeable one.
Okay, so let's just turn our light pad
off.
That
looks brilliant.
And then there we go. I'm pretty impressed with that.
That's excellent. That. Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of that. That's not bad. So again, it makes it, if you are creating something where you're having to do batch kind of, like say for example you're writing your name on something, or you've done a fancy sort of brush lettering or something, you've created a beautiful brush lettering look, you can then just use that to do that. And I think that's really clever. And I do think as well, and I will tell you this as someone, I think you've probably learned over the last couple of days that I have really bad eyesight, and lights play a real massive role in how I craft. I can't craft if the light is too low. I also, which is very weird, can't eat if the light is too low. The lights have to be turned on in our house, even in the middle of the day, to be able to eat, because I just cannot see what I'm eating. And so having something like this as a light source, although it has all these benefits, which it does for all those different ways that you're going to craft, having it as a light source to help me when it's darker is a real benefit.
So many reasons to shop for it, and remember, you've got that price up until you've now got 52 minutes to get that deal. So £12.80 or £16.80. I don't like to talk about Christmas too much, but
why? I love Christmas.
All right,
I've already watched Christmas
about
movies.
Christmas. Oh, what?
Yeah, September 1st, Christmas movies. Go, go, go.
Do you know
October the 31st, Halloween, 1st of November, Christmas tree up. Absolutely, I am obsessed with Christmas.
92 days have just been told in my ear.
Are you not a fan of Christmas then?
No, I like Christmas, but not on the 24th of September.
I'd watch a Christmas movie on the 6th of July. Like, I absolutely would. I'd listen to Christmas music in April.
I've only just put my summer clothes away. You know, me Bermuda shorts and other things. Linda says, I use the Gemini plate bag to store it in. Great minds think alike, Linda. I use the light pad for my diamond art, she also says.
Yay!
And I use mine, says Debbie, for different projects, especially for sketching a picture onto watercolour paper. And let's just show you a few pictures that you guys have sent in. Thank you, Rosalind. This is fantastic. So you've done a couple from Rosalind. I know you sent loads.
I love
Johnny's
that.
picked his favourite 2 in the gallery.
That's
Cute, isn't it?
gorgeous. And I love, again, the grounding, you see, with the little marks where the deer's
yes.
feet would be, or reindeer. I don't know how you tell the difference.
Yeah, little reindeer.
Yeah.
And this. Oh no! So he's just sending another one through because he says he needs to show us this one as well.
Cool.
Look at this one that Rosalind's done. Look at that house.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. Oh, I want to live there. That is
Yeah.
stunning. It reminds me of like Mrs. Marple's house. I love that. That's so beautiful.
Yes.
That's so good.
I used to love Miss Marple.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
And then we've got this one. Oh, Stephanie Theodos. Again, how stunningly beautiful is this? And we can see. I think you've done this one. I think whilst you've been watching the show.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really beautiful. I love all the shading as well. That really brings it to life. Gosh, amazing. These creations are beautiful. So wonderful.
And we've just got one more to show you, which is just making its way through to my Johnny has to send it through and he accidentally nearly sent it to his brother. This. So who's this from? Rosalind. I think this is from that. Yeah, it is, because you can see the little bits at the top. So we did a calendar a while back, the CC calendar, where you had a different thing to colour each month. How fantastic is that?
Oh wow, that is beautiful. Again, it looks, with the shading, it looks 3D.
Yeah.
It's sort of like you could almost step into that picture. Incredible.
Labour of love, that.
Really lovely.
You don't appreciate, do you, until you get into like blending and doing your colour blends, you don't appreciate how long it can take to actually colour something.
Absolutely.
Like something as small as that dragon and your ballerina. It took us a good part of an hour to colour.
Yeah, and I mean, we weren't particularly slow, but we weren't like, I was sort of doing it as fast as I could. But yeah, absolutely, it is one of those sort of labours of love. And I think that's sometimes why it's so difficult to give projects away. You know, you need to sort of send them to the people that you know are going to appreciate it. I just want to say, the people that sent those photos in, those were such gorgeous projects. And actually, it takes a lot to send something in and show it to people and put yourself out there. So well done. They're just so gorgeous, lovely.
And that again, I think, is credit to like what we do here and to you guys as our Crafty family, and the fact that everyone loves to send in their pictures because we're all very appreciative here. We're all very kind here as well. So yeah, send your pics in. We love them, and don't forget. If you do send in a picture, it may well appear on Friday Night Live, your Friday Night Faves. We need 5 pictures for that, please. So if you've done any colouring recently, obviously we've got these ones just now, but any colouring or projects you want to send in, we may well use those on Friday night. If we feature yours, you could be getting bonus points. Christine Mahoney says, wait, did I mention how excited I am to be going to Craftaganza's? I can't wait to see and meet everyone. Christine, wait, did I tell you that we still have tickets available for Craftaganza? Details coming up on your screen here. Now, I'm sure you know by now, unless you've been under a rock for the past couple of weeks, we are coming to America next year for Craftaganza. We are also holding an event here just up the road in County Durham. The dates for your diary. So we are in Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth at the Sheraton, 18th and 19th of April. That is a Saturday and a Sunday. We are then repeating that event on the Tuesday and Wednesday, 21st and 22nd of April. We are in Newton Aycliffe, just up the road from here at Glow Church on the 15th and 16th of May. That is a Friday and a Saturday. Prices are here on the screen. We have ticket availability for all 3 of the events, but we are at the point now where loads and loads of you have booked, and we're sort of saying, if you were thinking about going, you might want to get a little bit of a move on. If you want to go, there may be the option available for you to use things like your ClearPay and Klarna and all these kind of things. You can find that out once you've popped your ticket into the checkout basket on the website. But it's going to be a fantastic event. We're going to show you a little VT here, which will give you all of the information, really. But I will be there, Sheila will be there, Fisher's going to be there, Robinson's going to be there, Leanne, Sarah. It's going to be such a brilliant event, whether you're coming to either of the Dallas events or you're coming to the event here in Newton Aycliffe. I won't say any more than that, because otherwise there'll be no point in playing this VT. But we launched it last week. Was it last week? Or the week before? Was it last Monday? Feels like longer ago. So we launched it last week. This is now available to everybody. This is a recording from the show where it was only available to our Platinum Pluses and Platinum for Lifers, but everybody can buy now. So have a listen to Leanne, have a listen to Sarah, and well, get your ticket. Don't get the FOMO, get your ticket. Here we go.
So we're launching Craftaganza on a worldwide tour. So yes, we're doing it here in the UK, as we've been doing for the last 15 years. We're also now, for the first time in 2026, coming over to the USA, and we'll be doing 2 live events, in-person events, in Dallas, Fort Worth at the Sheraton Hotel. We'll be doing that in April, on the Saturday the 18th and Sunday the 19th of April, and then Tuesday the 21st and Wednesday the 22nd of April. That's 2 separate events. And what you will get on those events are 10 classes. So 10 classes, 5 on day 1, 5 on day 2. You and a group of other people will move round all 5 of those classes till you've completed all 10. So there will be no choice of. We'll be repeating that in the UK in May, and the date for that is the 15th and 16th of May, which is a Friday and Saturday. And we're going to be doing that at Globe Church here, just 5 minutes away from our Newton Aycliffe office. The slight difference for the UK attendees will be that that will also include an exclusive tour of the Crafters TV studio. Now, what you get for your ticket price, which you can see on the screen, is you get all 10 classes, and in those classes, everything you need to use to create the thing being taught in the class, or to learn the technique, or have the experience for whatever it is you're doing in that class. You will also have your lunch covered on both days, that is included, and your refreshments during the day is included. As we've talked about during the day, your travel to and from is not included. We're leaving that up to you, because there will be several different ways that you want to travel in a group, individually, on a plane, on a train, in a car. It's entirely up to you. And then what we're also not including is your hotel stay, because you might want to share rooms, you might want to stay with a local friend, you might be bringing the RV, the camper van, you might be choosing to book an Airbnb and 10 of you all stay together. So we don't want to be prescriptive, we want you to do you, so you will need to arrange your own hotel and your own travel to and from the event. But you will get your lunch and you will get your refreshments while you're at the event. We've got double points this week, so if you are wanting to shop, you're going to be able to level up those points and maybe move to a new level of discount, and then you can do that all week if you want to. That will give you the ability to shop all year at a higher level of discount, because the amount of points you're going to get, which are 1,250, 950 and 990, depending whether you're dollar, pound or euro, is enough to be able to jump you those points levels. The prices that you see on the screen, you will not get your current level of discount on. That is the price you'll pay. The price on the screen is the price you'll pay. So you won't be getting your 5, 10, 15, 20% of discount on those prices, but you will get your double points, which I think is really exciting. It is a considered purchase, so if you are wanting to spread the cost, we've got different options available for you depending where you are in the world. So if we go to the US, then if you log into your account and put it in your basket, and when you go to checkout, make sure you choose PayPal, log into your PayPal account. If it's available to you, you might have the PayPal Pay in 3 option there. Of course, you could use a credit card if you want to. And if you want to do that in person, please contact our customer services team. They'll be very happy to do that over the phone for you. If you're in the UK, the payment options we have are Klarna, ClearPay, and again, PayPal Pay in 3. If you have that available to you, you can absolutely take advantage of that if you would like to. It's a really exciting, and I think that's all of the high level that you need to know. Sarah, tell us, why did we want to do this?
Well, the thing is, you've got to remember, we celebrate 20 years here at Crafters Companion in just a few weeks' time. And for 15, 16 years of that, we've been doing Crafters Companion Craftaganza. Now, it started off, the very first one we ever did, we only had 30 people there. And we built up over the years. We used to hire a big hotel in the UK here, and we had hundreds of people come and do the Craftaganza event. When I say hundreds, we never had more than a couple of hundred, because we wanted the classes always to be really intimate and do that. Now, we stopped doing that during the pandemic. So the pandemic put pay to Craftaganza, and this year was the first time we've brought it back, and we did it virtually. So those of you, I'm sure loads of you watching in the comments will have taken part in our virtual Craftaganza event earlier this year. We had thousands and thousands of crafters from all over the world. They bought, and we sent everybody a little box out in the post so that you had your box with your kit for each one and your core kit, and then we taught those classes. Now, that was absolutely unbelievable. I had the best weekend. It was Leanne and I who taught half the classes each, did a big teaching over the weekend, absolutely loved it. The difference is we didn't get that personal interaction. I think that is the big thing. We didn't get a chance to spend time with people, to get to know people one-to-one. I feel like there's some of our customers who came to our Craftaganza event years ago. I know them personally. I've made friends with them. They are still people I keep in touch with now, and I'm friends with them on Facebook, and we chat. That is the difference. I get to know people personally. So the whole point of this is, and I know it's not for everybody, not everybody wants to come out and do this in person, but for those who are Crafters Companion super fans, right, who just want the ultimate Crafters Companion experience, if it's here in the UK, you come up to us. You come up to us. We're hosting you here in the northeast of England. We're going to bring you in and do behind-the-scenes tours of Crafters TV as well. It's going to be an unbelievable couple of days on the 15th and 16th of May, right? We know that we have a high proportion of our customers in the US, and it's not feasible for all those people to be paying thousands of pounds to fly over to the UK. So we are flying our entire team. So when I say our entire team, myself, Leanne, we've got Ben, we've got the two Debbies, we've got Sheila. We are all coming over to you, and we're going to keep that small, intimate class size, so 30 people in a class, so that you will get tons and tons of one-on-one time with us. You'll get time between the classes on an evening to just hang out with us, to get to know us more as people. We get to know you as people. It's like this experience that we have, but on another level. That is the difference, okay? So we have 2 dates in the US, we have 1 date in the UK, and within the US, we are conscious that we have a lot of people. The US is 10 times bigger than the UK, so we have a lot more customers there. Hence, we're doing the weekend, the Saturday, Sunday, or you can come on the Tuesday, Wednesday. And actually, it's been neck and neck, depending on, all of a sudden, the weekend will go in ahead, and then the midweek will come ahead, right? What we are doing is it's launching for Platinum Plus and Platinum for Life members first, and then we are launching on general sale. There are a limited number of tickets. I cannot urge you any more strongly. You need to get in and book your tickets, and let us know when you have, because we can't wait to see you there.
Welcome back, everybody. There you go. So there's all the information and details that you need. Christine just said, I can't believe there are any tickets left. It's going to be so much fun, everybody. If you haven't got your ticket, get it. I am so excited to meet you guys. I think that's the thing. Like, we're very excited, obviously, to be coming. I mean, we're excited about the Unique one, don't get me wrong, but we're very excited to get to America. I mean, I am. I've only been there once. But we're also very excited to meet you guys, especially, you know, for me, reading the comments every day. I feel like I know all of you, but I don't know what a lot of you look like, apart from the people that we've seen on the Craftimonial. So we're super excited about that. So it is going to be a fantastic time, whichever one you decide to come to. And I realise that it is obviously a considered purchase, but the tickets are still currently available for all 3 events. So do have a think about that. And Mary Pat says, I love the virtual Craftaganza. Those were brilliant. And who's to say, you know, there won't be more of those in the future. But this, I think, is that next level, isn't it? Meeting face-to-face. I'm looking forward to the evening activities as well. I think those will be a lot of fun. Just to finish off the show, we thought we'd do a little bit more colouring, didn't we, for the final sort of 15-20 minutes or so.
Perfect.
What are you going to be colouring,
Helen? So I've got our little Santa Claus here from the Retro Christmas collection. And remember, you get the stamp and you get the die that goes with the stamp as well. So if you want to cut it out, obviously you don't have to, but if you want to, you have that there. And I'm going with the fiery reds for his hat. And what I've done is I've gone to the lower collection. So again, you get 2 collections here. The cool and the warm, I believe. And I'm going with the poppy, the ruby and the burgundy for his hat. And again, just like before, I like to line them up so I can try and keep them in order so I know what I'm doing. Yeah. Lowest, middle, high. And I also have the greys all lined up because that's my bullet nib, which is my favourite one to use. But remember, you do get the chisel nib with these pens as well. So if you're doing larger surface areas, the chisel nib is going to be really great for that. And you can go in thin or thick with the chisel nib as well if you want to. So I'm just going to start with my lowest one, and I'm going to add some colour to his hat. Remembering, you know, you don't need to, and actually I think it would be a benefit to you not to colour like masses of parts of the image in one go, because the idea is that the blend is sort of created by the alcohol that's in the pen. That's why the lighter colour always kind of blends a little bit easier. Or works better when blending. And so alcohol does dry up. And so the more you put down, the harder it may become for you to then blend. It might not, you might be fine, but just as a little tip. So I go in with my lighter, and then just round the fur of his hat, you know, obviously that would probably cast a shadow on the red hat. So I'm going to go round the rim of the fur.
Okay.
Remembering again, even with these ones, I think, Ben, you kind of touched on it before, that there's some elements on here that don't have detailed lines. There's some that do. And so sometimes that can be fearful, but you do have a little bit of line and definition on his hat. So I would always go in with your darker ones on those, because the lines are there for you to kind of use as the shade.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go in with the mid one. And again, I don't put down as much of the mid as I do of the light and the darkest. It's kind of my just line between the two. And then I come back in with my lightest shade. And remember, these are all the same colour. It's just the alcohol changes the shade of them.
Yes.
You know, the more alcohol, the lighter the pen, and the less alcohol, the darker the pen is. And if you're going for the collection of 6, obviously you're going to get those pre-made blends for you. The 3 are there. You work your way through those 3 blends. You don't have to. Obviously, you can do 2 blends if you want to, and so forth. But you work your way through those. But if you are thinking, okay, I like the 3 blends, but I want to see a little bit more. I want to go in a bit deeper, maybe do a blend of 4 or 5.
Yeah.
That is when your I mean, I'm not sure it's an official name, but your sort of extender kits come in, your 12er kit, because within those you've got the same kind of letters, but they're different numbers. So these are going to be your sort of in-between blends. If you wanted to create a deeper blend of more, you can.
Would it still be the same thing? Like, you know, if you're using 4 colours, for example, would it still be the same sort of setup as in in which order you'd use the pens?
As in, do you go from lightest to darkest no matter what numbers you're using? Yes, I would always say, and it would be my recommendation, that you start with the lightest and you work your way up, and then using the lightest again to kind of create that blend. Absolutely. So even if you were going, so I've got, what have I got? I've got DR2, so maybe I'm going DR2, DR6 and DR7. I would still go 2 is the lightest, even though it's not the lowest number, it's the lightest of the 2, 6 and 7. So I would always do that. That's kind of the rule of 3, if you will, even if you're using 4 or 5. I know that's a bit funny, but you know what I mean.
That boggles my mind a little bit. I don't think I'm quite there yet, thinking about trying to do like 4 different colours. I'm quite happy doing the 3 for now.
Sure. I mean, I don't think there's any rule by it. If you like if it works for you and you stick with the 3, that makes a beautiful blend.
Yeah. It's
just if you wanted to kind of, you know, experiment a little bit further, try a slightly deeper colour, you can do that. And I think that I get what you're saying. It can be a bit daunting, but it really is still the same sort of premise. What it would be for me, I would go, because let's just say, I'm just going to bring this in. Obviously, I know this isn't on the colour palette, because this is, actually, no, this is CR, but let's just pretend this is a DR. I would still go, say this is my darkest then, I would still go light, dark, maybe then dark again, medium, and then light again. So I'm going 1 to the lightest, then I'm moving up to the top and going down again.
Yeah.
So lightest, go to the top and move down. So it really doesn't matter how many blends you do. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. As I say, you sort of do you is the best thing. And as we've talked about in this show, even if you are just thinking to yourself about just treating yourself to some, you know, top-notch, top-quality alcohol markers, and you think, well, I'm just getting these just to colour with single pens initially, then again, I think that is absolutely fine to do that. And then you can work into using these to blend as you watch sort of more shows with us, really, and you kind of get the hang of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that, like you're saying, even if this is, you know, we've talked about these classiques as, you know, they are professional. They could be for professional artists, absolutely. But don't let that scare you.
No.
It just means that you're getting a quality pen. It's not like, because we go out in the world and there is alcohol markers everywhere. And a lot of really, and I use this word very limitedly, very cheap stores sell very cheap pens. And what you'll get is when you buy a cheap pen, you're getting cheap work. That's
exactly
what will
right,
happen.
exactly right.
You know, and that's just so frustrating. So I always say, go with these, even if you go, oh, that could be used for a professional pen. Well, that doesn't matter. It just means that the quality is there, that you're getting that quality, and that's what we want when it comes to colouring. Now what I'm going to do. Do you know what I realised? I gave you back the skin tones, didn't I? I did.
Oh yeah, you did.
Can I come and get them from you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been over to me, now I'm coming over to you.
This is it, you see. All friends here. It's my retirement treat to myself, says Alison. Looking forward to next... oh, there you go. Looking forward to next May, talking about the Craftaganza, of course. We're looking forward to it. Cannot blooming wait. What am I doing now? Oh yes, EB4. I'm just colouring a deer over here whilst you're doing Father Christmas.
Okay.
So it's always...
the deer, yes.
This is interesting to watch you actually, sorry, because white, again, is something I always fret about colouring. Like his beard.
Yes.
How you go about doing that.
So how I would handle that, and this is again just my kind of thing, it's similar to what I said, let's just bring that in since you've commented on that. It's similar how I used the white on her wings.
Yeah, right.
Use the white as a shade.
Yeah.
So what I would probably do is again maybe pick 2 colours instead of 3, and I would go maybe with a very icy blue or a grey, a very light grey, because I actually think, I mean, you could if you wanted to, you could absolutely just leave it completely white, but I'm a fan of keep going with what we're doing here. We're colouring in with the alcohol markers, but just think about adding the shades to the details of his beard, but then using the white as the 3rd shade.
Right.
So what I'm going to do, so I think I used the top ones last time, so this time I'll go for the bottom one. So we're going with the cream, we're going with the linen, and we're going with the eggshell. So again, I'm just doing the same as I always do. It's kind of like my little mantra. Yep. Put them in 3, have them facing up with all the greys. It just makes it easier for me. And then we'll come in with the lightest colour. Oh, and actually, we haven't touched on this. Another thing that can be quite frustrating when it comes to colouring and that can kind of be annoying is that when you use alcohol markers, the ink bleeds.
Yes.
And I would recommend using the alcohol-proof ink that's Crafter's Companion has got.
100%, yeah.
Because especially when you've got, and the reason it just reminded me of it is especially when you've got something like the cream, which is a very, very light shade, which means it contains a lot more alcohol than perhaps your eggshell.
Yeah.
And actually, the more alcohol, if you're using an ink that isn't alcohol-proof, the more alcohol you've got in your pen, the more likely you are to just bleed into, and you'll find what will happen if you're not using the right ink, is that the black starts to bleed into your blends. And you don't want that, it's just not going to look right. So again, as we're talking about the right tools, use the alcohol paper as well, because that will help you. Use the alcohol-proof dye ink as well, because that will help you. All these little things, keep those on your list of what you're using, and it just makes the outcome much nicer and easier then, because you haven't got to sort of stress about it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go, but because I stood and talked for a little bit of time there, I'm just going to go back in over where I was with my light colour, just so I know it hasn't completely dried. So, and then we'll come in with our eggshell. And again, we'd probably get a bit of colour around the brim of his hat, the little furrow of his brow, in the depth of his eyes, again, because again, your eyelids sit back from the rest of your face. And so I'm happy there.
I believe the show's nearly over.
I know, amazing.
Over today, isn't it?
It's been wonderful.
It's been a great day.
And not to jinx it, but there's been no gremlins in this show.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, it's going to happen now, didn't you?
I've done it now, sorry. Oh, funny.
Is this the first show we've not had gremlins with you on? I think it might be.
This is the first show that I've done today.
Yeah, the light pad going missing, but that's not a real gremlin, not like
no, well,
gremlin.
we went through it. It was okay.
No, it's been very much fun today. I've enjoyed it. Stephanie just says, and there are alcohol markers that are crazy out of my price range. I'm a hobbyist, not a professional. Personally, I don't know that there are any better. CC's quality of products are amazing, and they stand behind them. That's what Stephanie says.
Yeah, and I have to agree, because I think I said to you before, I always call myself a crafter rather than an artist.
Yeah.
That's where I sit. That's what I like to say. I'm not an artist, and it's not me dissing myself.
No.
It's me being honest about who I am. I like to craft. You know, I'm not the greatest of drawers. I can't do that very well, but I am a crafter, and I totally agree with you. These are products for artists and crafters alike, and that's what's great. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving his little face.
Stephanie just said, quick, knock on some wood, Helen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Oh, dear.
And then again, I'm just coming in. You've seen me do that again, but I just want to add a little bit darker under the rim of his specs, because that might cause a little bit of shadow on his face, and around the side as well. Oh, doesn't he look cheery? Super cute.
So you've already watched Christmas movies this year,
Yeah,
have you?
1st of September I watched Mixed... have you ever seen Mixed Nuts with Steve Martin?
Oh, that's an early Adam Sandler movie, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, Adam Sandler's in it, absolutely. He's fantastic. He's actually my mum's favourite part of that whole movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Adam Sandler is in it.
What is that story about?
So it's about like a crisis place over the Christmas period. So they're there to help people out when they're in crisis over Christmas.
Yeah.
But they're getting evicted. And so obviously that's going to be really difficult. And this is the whole film happens in sort of one day in this sort of centre.
Right.
And it's just like all these crazy things, like someone gets stuck in the lift.
Right.
You know, all these funny things happen. It's definitely an acquired taste of a movie.
Right.
It definitely wouldn't be for everybody. If you're thinking about Steve Martin films, it's very much different to the norm of his film.
And it's very early Adam Sandler, isn't it? Before he became
yes,
famous.
I think it's probably his second or third film, if
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's very early, and as I say, I will preface it by saying it isn't everybody's cup of tea. My mum really doesn't enjoy it and stuff like that. So it's one of those. It's a really off the wall comedy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's and that's actually that and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh yes.
Is one of my favorite. They're two of my favourite Christmas movies. And
Classic,
then
that.
Die Hard.
Yeah. Die Hard. Yeah.
Die Hard is 100% a Christmas movie.
No,
it
I agree
happens
with
at
you.
Christmas. It's a Christmas party that they're at.
Yeah, and it takes place on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I don't understand when people say it's not a Christmas movie. I don't understand why.
I agree with you on that point, but I also feel like whereas like if Home Alone came on tonight, I'd be like, no, I'm not watching that. But if Die Hard was on the TV tonight, I'd watch that.
Why?
I don't know. Because I think it doesn't. Home Alone is all about Christmas, isn't it? Whereas like Die Hard is. That's not like the central part of it, is it really?
But it happens at a Christmas party.
I know, but that's just how I feel. I agree with you that it is a Christmas movie, but
Yeah.
I would watch Die Hard tonight, but I wouldn't watch Home Alone.
Fair enough.
That's just where I stand.
Did you
on
know
that
that was Alan Rickman's first movie?
I did know that, yes.
Isn't that mad?
And did you
He's
also
so
know?
good in it.
Sorry if you haven't seen it. You know, at the end when he pushes him off the top of the hotel.
What? He does what now? No, I'm joking. Yeah, go on.
He didn't know that he was going at that point. So they said to him, because he obviously did the stunt, and it was a green screen, obviously, and they said to him, right, we'll let you go on 3, and they let him go on 2.
Oh, so that reaction.
So the look of him, like going, oh, that's his real reaction, because that's what they wanted to capture.
Aha,
and they were
that's
saying, like, if
clever.
he'd been ready for it, there's no way they would have got that great shot.
No.
So yeah, that's true story, that.
Although I will say, I agree with you that they probably wouldn't have got that, but it would have still been a beautiful shot, because Alan Rickman, such a classic actor, so
He was brilliant,
amazing.
wasn't he? Yeah.
I mean, him, like we were talking about Robin Hood yesterday.
he's
Him in
brilliant
Robin,
in that.
He's so good in that
Yeah.
film. That part, it's almost like it was made for him.
Yeah.
So good.
Such a good movie. Yes, probably the star of that movie, like the main reason in my eyes why that was so good.
Yeah, it definitely a sort of role that you don't expect to be incredible, and yet it was amazing.
Such a good film, that.
Such a good film.
Brian Adams.
And Brian, I knew you were going to say Brian Adams. It was
16 weeks at
yeah.
number 1.
I think it was, wasn't it? Like it was there from summer, and then I think it was all the way to Halloween or something. I'm sure it was still number 1.
And how boring am I? I can tell you the song that knocked it off the number 1 spot.
Got U2, right?
Correct. The Fly by U2.
Yeah.
I just remember these things.
Did you also know that Brian Adams wasn't originally going to sing that song?
I didn't know that.
It was actually going to be originally sung by a woman, which I don't think would have worked as well.
Yeah.
But he was they used him to do like the promo.
Right.
You know, they used him to do sort of the promotion for it. And they were like, well, this obviously rocks.
Oh, right. So he sort of covered like a... He did what? So he did like
he
the,
did
the
it so
demo
when they were
version.
like to decide, you know, like they do testers of
Yeah.
the song, so they can take the song round to people to decide whether they're going to have it in the film or whatever.
So he did that?
Yeah, so I don't think it's like, but I don't think that's all that he did. He might have been involved in writing it as well, I don't know. But they used him to sing it, and I guess somebody just went, well, I really don't think we need anybody else.
No.
This is working.
I've been watching Christmas movies since the end of June, says Mary Pat.
Nice.
Next, I want a Christmas movie a day. Well, I won't even go down the Die Hard road, she says.
Oh, it's not her vibe.
The controversy begins, says Rosalind. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yay.
Linda says Die Hard happens at a Christmas party, but is not a Christmas movie.
So, because that's the thing, I'm totally respectful of everyone's opinion.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the people who feel it's not a Christmas film, what makes a Christmas film for them then?
Okay.
What is the specifics that says that happens at Christmas, but it's not a Christmas film? This is at Christmas and it's about Christmas. I don't know. That's what I'm never quite sure about.
Okay.
Because like
answers on a postcard, please.
yeah, it's like people say while you were sleeping. That doesn't scream a Christmas movie for me, because although some things happen at Christmas, it's not all based around Christmas because they're also celebrating other times of the year, you know?
Oh, I don't even know what that. I don't even know that.
You've never seen While You Were Sleeping?
No.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, I bet your wife would love it.
I feel like that is one of the movies that she watches every year.
Yeah.
That and The Holiday.
Oh, I love The Holiday.
And what's the other one she always watches? The one with the entwining stories.
Oh, Love Actually.
Love Actually, yeah.
Can I say, so talking about Love Actually, that film is so sold as like a family fun Christmas film, and actually if you look at it through the eyes of a child,
yes,
it really isn't a kids family friendly movie.
No,
it really isn't. It really is not.
Hilarious.
So look, this is coming together now with the beard and that. And then, I think what I'll do we want to do his lips sort of cherry red? Yeah, let's do it.
We've got a couple of minutes left on the show.
Well, I'm nearly done. How about you?
No, not really. I've got a bit more to do, but I've had a good play. I'm quite happy.
Oh, that might be too dark, actually. Let's go slightly lighter for his lips. We'll go with the salmon rather than the cherry
You
red.
actually co-wrote everything I do it for you as well.
Oh, yeah, so that makes sense
Yeah.
why he would then...
She's like, I'm having it.
Then he would sing it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to come again in with my little shimmer pen, and I'm going to put a little bit of shimmer on his spectacles. There we go. I'm happy.
Lovely.
Brilliant. I love that. And again, can I just say, because I really think it's important noting, and I know I've said it a few times today, so everyone's like, yeah, we get it, Helen. The tri-blend pens is where I sat up until, 6 p.m. yesterday. Tri-blends were what I'd used, and then I had a play with these, and it's not daunting to change. It was really easy sort of transitioning from one to the other, and I'm a convert. I definitely will be going with these. I love them. I really think they're really easy to use. They're really blendable. The fact that you've got the information right there on the back of the packaging of how to get that blend, you don't have to listen to it. You can do your own blends and things, but to start off, it's a really great base to work with.
Yeah.
I love the sort of feel of the pen in my hand. That kind of little hexagon feels very comfortable. And I love the fact that they're not cylindrical, so they don't roll away, and that you've got those two nibs as well, which makes it great.
Absolutely brilliant. I'm not finished with dear yet, but I'll take that home for a bit of homework. It's been a lovely, lovely day. Fantastic show. Make sure you take advantage of the deals on the Classiques, because they're not scheduled to be here at 3 for 2 tomorrow. So get them tonight. Take advantage. Have fun with these, right? Have fun with these. And just if you are one of those people who's like, oh, I can't cut, I'm not very good. Well, as I say, A, you're probably better than you think you are, and B, these will set you on the right road. What a fantastic couple of days it's been, Helen. Thank you so much. Have you enjoyed it with us at Crafters TV?
I've had such a fantastic time. Everyone has been so lovely, from you guys watching at home, from all the people here. Working with Ben again has been fantastic. It's been really wonderful. I've enjoyed working with all these new and different tools and crafts that I've been doing, and it's been wonderful, and I just hope you guys are happy for me to come back, because I've had a blast.
I think that is a definite yes, and you are going to be back, I believe, towards the end of October.
Yes,
right?
I think the last week in October I will be back. Yay!
Can't wait, looking forward to that. I will be back with you sooner than that. Tomorrow with Sheila for Wake Up Call. We've then got Back to Basics, we've got watercolouring, we've got a masterclass and a special show tomorrow night that you will not want to miss with Leanne. Until then, thank you for watching. Bye for now.